Like, if my life was boring, nobody would talk about me. Nobody talks about boring people. So clearly. Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Bernice, everybody's big sister, and this here's the hashtag Sister Squad. To become a member, subscribe, get notified, and make sure you don't leave without commenting, because that's what we do around here. As you can see from the title, today is another get to know me video. The last one I did was almost 3 years ago. 2 years and some months, because it was the very first video that I ever did here on my channel. If you want to check it out, I will put it in the cards. There it is right there. Super excited to answer your questions. If I don't get to your question, I'm so sorry, but I will try to answer as many as possible. I am going to be enjoying some KFC dunked wings while I answer your question. Unfortunately, I live in the homelands. It was either KFC dunked wings or a plate lagabo tabula manzi elinama kabish. So this is the best that I could do for you guys. I got to KFC. It was so full and everyone was waiting for their order, and they didn't dunk my wings as dunked as I like them, because you really want the sauce to be seeping out of the box, and this one is not. But we move. And I also got myself some Coke. I wanted a crusher. But which South African restaurant do you know that has a working ice cream machine? Which one? Please comment down below if you've ever gone to a McDonald's or KFC in South Africa and found the ice cream machine working. It's a very, very rare occurrence. Very, very rare occurrence. Anyway, let's get right into the Q&A. I think I'm also going to mention your names. I don't know if you guys are going to be comfortable with that one. But no one asked me anything funny, like anything dodgy. So I'm going to mention names. These are all members of my sister squad. I know for a fact, and I appreciate you guys so much. The first question is, hi, Miss B. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, career-wise, YouTube, marriage, music, marriage, and relocating? This one is from Pumi Dabzi. 5 years. Okay, let's start as you've broken it down for me. Career-wise, I definitely see myself having tons and thousands of subscribers, maybe even 100k subscribers. In fact, in 5 years' time, 100k subscribers, done. We're going to have that milestone. We're going to be chasing 500,000 subscribers. Business, I'm going to have a storefront with Style 013 branded items, specified gifts, with all the equipment that I use, the embroidery machine, the printing machine. I'm going to employ my cousins who are unemployed. I'm going to employ people from my church who are unemployed. I just see myself creating generational wealth for my family and those around me. I definitely see myself performing at corporate gigs, singing. I don't know if I want to pursue a music career, as in like write my own songs, but I'm definitely not completely saying that will never happen, because I do have that talent and I really do enjoy performing. Marriage, definitely I'm going to be married, guys. I'm going to be married. I'll probably be on my second kid in 5 years' time. And relocating, I would definitely love to move to Pretoria. I know that the money's in Johannesburg, but I prefer Pretoria. I just love the energy there, the air there, the people there. I love, 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 love Pretoria. So yeah, I hope that answers it all. Yeah. Okay, the next question is from, oh, I forgot to eat. Still addressing things that are going to happen in the future. Ideal Perrine. Cindy Mnisi says, ideally, how many kids do you see in your future? I originally wanted 3 kids, but looking at the way that weight gain and baby weight is set up, I don't see myself doing 3 kids. Also, I realized that I'm not that patient. I'm not a very patient person. So I don't know if I have the patience to handle 3 kids. Also, my sister has 3 kids and she does not recommend it. She gives it -0 stars. So 2 at most, quite frankly. But I think I would be content with even just 1. The next question is, what keeps you going? Um, Definitely my faith. My faith in Jesus Christ, the Bible, my church, my friends, my family, but definitely God keeps me going, guys. I've been through a lot, but I'm never down in the dumps. I was just thinking this about myself, that I've actually been through a lot. Even this year, there's a lot of things that can point out that were hectic for me. But I believe in prayer. I believe in the word of God. I listen to podcasts every day, guys. I watch YouTube videos about sermons that are sermons every single day. So I'm never discouraged. I'm never ever discouraged. Definitely God, and my faith in God keeps me going. I don't even want to lie. I also am surrounded by a lot of love with my family and friends, so I lack nothing. Ayayoli asks, who is Busisiwe when stripped of materialistic things? What materialistic things, Mtagabao? What? My iPhone 11 and my MacBook. Those are my only materialistic things, guys. I don't really know how to answer that one because I don't think I'm a materialistic person. But who am I? I am a God-fearing, God-loving girl. I am a lover, a serial lover. I love so hard. I'm a giver. I am vibrant. I am positive. I'm optimistic. I am full of joy. I'm full of peace. I do not bring any problems, guys. La kunami khona kunokuthula, la kunami khona kunokuhleka. I am the class clown. I am the comedian of the crew. I am a go-getter. I am passionate. I am a lover. I'm just, and also I'm beautiful. I hope that answers it well enough. Okay. The next question is, would you leave Middleburg today to start a new life elsewhere? Hell yeah. Definitely would. I don't think there's anything that's cementing me to Middleburg. I love my hometown. I grew up here. I think I've been able to live life fully while here, but I definitely feel like there's way more out there for me. So 100% I would literally drop it all and leave. Okay, the next question is from, I forgot to say who asked me that question. It was Tandem Simango. By the way, guys, most of these questions were asked by Tandem Simango because she was like the one requesting the video, and she was like, I'm going to pull through. She asked me, if you could have dinner with 3 influential people, who would it be and why? I'd definitely invite Oprah. I'd invite Kim Kardashian. And I would invite Mpumi Ledwaba. Oprah, because I mean, it's Oprah, guys. So that woman is wise. That woman has made a name for herself in this industry. She has changed so many lives. Can you imagine a woman just climbing up the ladder and becoming so successful, but also being so successful in imparting positivity, light, and a bright future into other people's lives? She's such a giver. I think we have that in common. I think if I had to do a talk show, I'd definitely be an Oprah type of giver. Even if I had to have her wealth, I'd definitely be an Oprah type of giver. And then I would invite Kim Kardashian. I love Kim, guys. Kim, I'm not even ashamed of it. I admire her work ethic. That girl works hard. Listen, yes, she has it easy because she's a Kardashian. Once you put the Kardashian surname on anything, it blows up. But have you noticed how much that girl works on her brands? Like every day, pardon me, when you go on her Instagram, she's posting about Skims. Like she could literally post Skims once a month and she would make her quota. So it's really inspiring how much she puts in work and how she recovered from being famous for being a porn star and building the name that she has built and creating generational wealth for her whole entire family, and how she carries herself. I just love her. I think she's cool, and I think she's a great mom, and I think she's a lover as well, like myself. So I relate to her. I resonate with her quite a bit. And then Mpumi Ledwaba, because she's my homegirl. She comes from the same town as me, and she's made it so big in this industry. She has broken so many barriers, and she's very, very, very wise. So, yeah. Okay, Tandem Simango says, do you think you are romantic? Yeah. Yeah, I did buy the candle, I did buy the rose, I did buy, I think maybe I'm not romantic, but I think I am thoughtful. I think I'm thoughtful. I am very good at giving thoughtful gifts. I'm very good at giving gifts that you wouldn't expect. Yeah, but I think I am romantic. I have done the whole picnic indoors with candles, dinner cooked by myself, wine and cuddles type of thing. So I do have a romantic side, but I think more than romance, I'm considerate and thoughtful. Tandem Simango says one thing. Let me just read all of Tanda's questions and get them out of the way. She says one thing you feel like you are missing in your life. I'm definitely missing a car. That's the only thing that I can say that I'm missing in my life. But it's not a deal breaker. I mean, in Pilia Kubek, I still am able to do everything that I need to do. A car would just make everything so much simpler. But when it comes to the generic, I literally feel like I have such a full life, you guys. My life is filled with peace, my life is filled with joy, my life is filled with love, and I lack nothing. God has provided for me in ways that I'm like shook. I'm not a millionaire. I don't even have like 10,000 in my bank account right now. I don't. If you could see my account, you'd be sad. But I have everything that I need and a lot of what I want. So I feel like I have a very full life. Ideally, I would love to get a car, but otherwise, on the grand, I'm okay. Okay. Tandem Simango says, what is one struggle of being an influencer that the gang can help you with or make easier for you? That is such a considerate question. That is literally such a considerate question. I feel like you guys support me quite a lot. And that's why the growth of my channel, though it hasn't blown up, it has grown quite exponentially. One thing I've noticed about my channel, I may not have 10,000 subscribers, but if I have 4,000 subscribers, I'll have 4,000 views. That means the people who are subscribed to my channel actually enjoy my channel, and that means way more than having 100k subscribers and 1k views, because that doesn't add up. So I feel like I have such a successful channel because you guys who are subscribed here genuinely watch my channel and comment and engage. So that's the only thing that you guys need to keep in mind. Keep engaging, keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing, keep liking my pictures, save my pictures and videos on Instagram, engage with my paid content. That's all I need from you guys. But otherwise, Minashem, one thing about me, I have the best gang a girl could ever ask for. Tandem Simango says, what's on your bucket list for this year? Bucket list for this year, definitely getting a camera. I haven't given up on that dream. I wanted. I thought by now I would have one, but also I've been reckless with my money. I could have easily bought one a long time ago if I had saved. Just to get a camera and to celebrate my birthday outside of South Africa. I would really love to be somewhere outside, even if it's Lesotho, even if it's Swaziland. I'd really like to be out of the country and to get to 10k subscribers here on YouTube. Yeah, I think those are the biggest ones, or the important ones anyway. Sentia _M says, what did you study in college, university? Any regrets? I studied mechanical engineering, guys. I have a diploma in mechanical engineering, and I wouldn't necessarily say I regret it, because I genuinely feel like everything happens for a reason. I believe that God takes us to certain paths for a reason. I think if I hadn't studied mechanical engineering, maybe I wouldn't be who I am now. Sometimes you need to sort of find out what you don't like so you can find out what you do like. I don't necessarily have any regrets, but if I could go back, I would probably do something else, something in communications, media, something more relevant to my space. I actually wanted to be a psychologist when I was in high school, but someone discouraged me, and yeah, but I would have definitely done something in business or whatever, something that's relevant to the things that I like. But I don't necessarily have any regrets. It was a good time of my life. It was a challenging time of my life. Oh, guys, I can think challenge and being a mechanical in my life till this day, I've never come across such a challenge. But I overcame it. So it showed me that I'm strong. It taught me lessons. I met some good people. I had some great experiences at TUT. I had some great experiences in Pretoria. So absolutely no regrets. Okay. I am Miss T asks, what's your take on making your relationship public? Guys, personally, I don't mind. I don't think there's a problem with making a relationship public, but I think the most important part is that it has to be consensual. Both of you have to be comfortable with it. So if one party is not comfortable with it or does not prefer to do it or doesn't do it, then you have to consider that. But otherwise, if when I'm comfortable as a person to do it, I don't see a problem. Relationships end, guys, whether you make it public or not. Men will embarrass you whether you make it public or not. It's just one of those things that I just feel like it's really up to you. And one thing about women, when we are happy, we will show you sneak peeks of that. Like, I personally don't post like ubuso baletsotsi, but you will see that I'm in a relationship. And Miss T also says, how do you avoid people talking shitty stuff about you? Guys, that one we can't avoid. That one, no matter how hard I try, I just cannot avoid it. Like, people will always talk. And I'm very fortunate, or maybe because I'm still a small influencer, small YouTuber, I don't get a lot of backlash, to my face anyway, or in my DMs. There was a point where I would get like some nasty comments in my DMs, but it has been a while. And quite frankly, most people who DM me, comments on my stuff, are very positive, really great people. I've had this one agent of Satan who once commented nonsense under my YouTube video talking about how I'm poor and if I didn't have so and so, I wouldn't be there and there. And I'm like, girl, do you know Jehovah Jireh, the one that I serve? He's my provider, and you have no business dictating what I have or what I do not have. And even if, guys, which is not the case, even if my success is via someone else, what if that's God's way of blessing me through someone else? So when it comes to people talking shit about me, I cannot avoid it. I know that there's a lot of people who do. You hear it from strangers. You hear it. You see some of the DMs. You see some of the comments. You hear some of the shady remarks from people that are not close to you. But such is life, guys. People don't talk about boring people. You know what? That's how I console myself. Whenever I hear I'm like, if my life was boring, nobody would talk about me. Nobody talks about boring people. So clearly, she got the juice. She got the juice. Sandom Simango says, how are you adjusting to working? Tina's Funa, I'm a vlog. Guys, I quit my job. Guys, I quit my job. I quit my job to focus on you guys. I quit my job to focus on vlogging. I'm kidding, guys. I really wanted to take the job because I wanted an extra source of income. But I realized because I was spending 8 hours of my day, 5 days a week, I didn't have time for the other things that I was doing, because I was doing sales around 3, I was doing YouTube, I was doing influencing, I was doing music. So I had far less time to do all the other things, and I was only focusing on the one thing. So, and the one thing alone does not make up for the other things. So if the money was that good, I would have continued to pursue this for a little bit longer, not indefinitely, just a little longer. But I realized that from these 4 things, when I'm flexible with my time, I can make twice of what I was making there. So I quit. Literally last week alone, guys, I managed to make my salary, my previous salary, and then some from just 2 projects, 2 campaigns. So why would I continue to work when I can continue pushing my passions and doing what I love and making money out of it? I'm not saying that if a better income stream comes along, like a better job that pays more, I wouldn't take it. But quite frankly, right now, I'm very much content with being flexible with my time, running my business, and pursuing this amazing content creator career. Owami_Pagati says, how do you get to partner with brands? Side note, I love you, mama. I love you too. Guys, honestly, for me, it just happened generically, I just was posting the best content that I can. I was posting the best pictures that I can. I was posting the best videos and reels that I can. And slowly and surely, brands started to approach me. But if you're starting out, you can download the app called Humans. It's that blue little, I'll put the logo on the screen. There you can actually apply for jobs with brands, and then if they pick you, then you get to work with them. So I think my first ever campaign, I found it on Humans. It was a very small campaign. The payout was 300 rand. I just had to post one video, which is also quite easy, man. Who's gonna give you 300 rand for posting one video? We post so many videos in a day, and to get paid to post one measly video, what is it? And since then, other brands have just been approaching me, and I'm trying my best to keep posting proper content so that more brands can approach me. Some approach me via Humans, some approach me via email. So yeah, that's how you get to partner with brands. One, when it comes to influencing, guys, you kind of have to do before you are. You kind of have to be an influencer before you actually are an influencer. So you might be advertising KFC and not getting paid for it, and doing a really funny video and have it trend, and then eventually people like KFC will come and say, you're kind of funny, we kind of like you, here's some money, please post this picture, please post this video. That's kind of how it works. And then Nomfundo MN says, how are you such a confident lady? I genuinely struggle with being confident. Ish. I'm so sorry, my love. Guys, you can't have a low self-esteem when you are as dark as the midnight sky. You just can't. I'm kidding. I don't know. I've just always had a really strong personality. I think for a long time, I only started being confident in my adulthood. I don't want to lie to you guys. For a long time, I was just winging it. I was just focusing on my biggest strengths. I was telling the kids at the Nkosazana event last month that for a long time, I did not feel pretty. I did not feel chosen. I did not feel special, but I knew that I was very, very smart, and I knew that I could speak well. And so in high school, I would just enter every speech competition. I would work hard to get my grades, and I would be number one in the top 10. I would always win the speech competitions, and that's what really boosted my confidence, knowing that I was good at something. That made me feel like I was worth something. And then the confidence to feel like I'm beautiful, the confidence to feel like I'm worth something really came along the older that I got, as I came to know God, as I came to know myself, to discover more about myself, to realize that my dark skin is not something to be mocked. It's something to be treasured. It's beautiful. It's flawless. It's melting butter, international Melrose. Everybody wants it now, you know? So yeah. But my confidence comes from God, and I know that I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. I may be different from the next person, but I'm damn special. But also, guys, let me tell you something. Everyone struggles with an insecurity. So whenever you get to a room and you feel insecure, just remember that everyone else in that room has an insecurity. Some people are stunning, but they don't feel like they're stunning. Some people are stunning, but they get nervous to speak because maybe they're not fluent. Some people are stunning, but they have horrible toes, and that person is me. Some people are, everyone is carrying their burden. So I think that will help you. If you can't get over yourself, then remember that other people are also having the same struggles as you. Tandem Simango says, what's your love language? My love language is definitely quality time. Hence, you will always see me hang out with my sisters, my friends, my nieces, my partner. I really, really love spending quality time with people, making memories, things that they'll think about in years to come and say, yo, I remember when I went to Pretoria with Bernice and she told this joke and it was funny and it was fun and all of that. So definitely my love language is quality time. I also love words of affirmation, and who doesn't love gifts? Darling. And then Sabi_Nklapo says, what advice do you have for someone who would like to be an influencer? Like I said, if you want to be influencer, you have to start now before you get actual brands on your side. I would also highly recommend that you be as authentic as possible. Just be yourself, guys. Be the content. You know how I became an influencer? I always had people asking me, where did you get this? Where did you eat? What did you eat when you went there? Where's this place? What are you wearing? I had people asking me these things, and that to me is influence, because people are interested in the things that I'm doing, wearing, places that I'm going, food that I'm eating. And that to me was like, but that's basically influence. That's what influencer marketing is. People showing you their lives and other people wanting a piece of that, or a piece of that action, or taste of that action. So you kind of just have to be yourself. You just have to live your life, show what you're doing. There was this audio that was trending on Instagram that says, be the content. People are always thinking about content, but you just need to be the content. I'm always just posting silly videos, making fun of my sister, talking nonsense on Instagram. And my Instagram is growing generically. It's not growing exponentially, but it's growing generically. The people that are following me genuinely like my content. So I definitely say be yourself, but you can definitely be inspired. Copy if you have to, until you get into the rhythm of what works for you. So don't copy personality, copy content ideas. Don't come here and say, hey guys, everybody's big sister. Don't take the B plug and now make it, because your name starts with a Z, now it's the Z plug. Guys, that's obviously plagiarism. Let's be honest, guys, let's be honest. So yeah, be as authentic as you can. Be the content. You are the content. If you're interested, if you are interesting, people will naturally follow you. There are people who have 100,000 subscribers, followers on Instagram, because they dress well, but nobody really engages with their content. No one would, I don't know, they're not relatable, you know? So be relatable, be yourself, be the content. Cindy Ideal Perrine _ says, do you ever feel like you're oversharing? How do you overcome that feeling? Yo, guys. Sometimes I do, yes, but also I think that's why you guys love me, because I share so much detail about my life. There are things obviously that I omit. Yeah, I don't tell you guys about my struggles. I don't tell you guys about my heartbreak. I don't tell you guys about my poverty. I'm never poor, by the way. Never ever. I tithe, so I never go broke. But I never really tell you guys about the dark side of my life, which everybody has a dark. Everybody has a burden. But I do overshare. I feel like I do overshare a few things. Like I do think here and there I do slip up and overshare. But whenever I'm editing, it's either I'll cut that out, or if I still feel like it's oversharing, I'm like, whatever. This is why people love me, because I'm honest. I'm incredibly myself. So the only problem, the problem comes, the danger comes. The only danger comes when you guys go and tell my loved ones what I said on YouTube. That's where the danger is. I once did this video where I was talking about my clown stories. I've since deleted that video, guys, because apparently it made me look bad. I was talking about how I got cheated on in the past. Some of those incidents were the same person. Some of those incidents were random people. So I think I had about 10 stories, and so to the person on the other side of the lens, they think I've been cheated on by 10 people, which means I've probably had maybe 20 to 30 relationships. Apparently it made me look bad. I've since deleted that video because it caused so much controversy with the people that I love. So there are times where I feel like I'm oversharing, but I feel like everything that I share with you guys is impactful, informative, interesting, or funny. So I don't know. But do tell me, guys, if you feel like I overshare. I honestly don't think I overshare in a bad way. Hey guys, my wings ayaphela and my questions so ayaphela. But butterfly _ soul says, advice for navigating your 20s, fighting imposter syndrome, finding balance between work and play. Hey, oh, sissy. How will I know? How will I know? I'm only 20. I just turned 20, so now I want to know. I would also love to know. On the real though, I would say my biggest advice for being in your 20s, gosh, eating and talking is such a mess, is to get to know yourself. More than anything, get to know yourself. If I had personally taken the time to get to know myself from the age of 19 until maybe 23, I would have started this career a long time ago. I've always had a passion for speaking. I've always had a passion for sharing my life. I think if you followed me from Facebook days, I've always been a sharer. I've always posted what I'm eating, where I'm going, what I'm doing. If I really got to know myself and analyze myself, I would have been far ahead in my career. I don't regret anything that I've done, but I do say that I would have had just a little bit of extra leverage, a little bit of a head start had I known myself a little bit better. So if you're 18, 19, you're watching this, get to know yourself. And I know this is going to be so hard for you guys to do because we are in an age of social media. We are in an age of copying what you see monkey do. You see Bernice going to the daily cafe. Now you're suddenly interested in going to the daily cafe. But because Bernice posted a runny egg, now you want to try it. I know that we're in that kind of a dynamic, but get to know the real you. Unembeza doesn't lie, guys. Your conscience won't lie. The real you will always be strong inside of you. Do not try to overshadow that. If the real you wants to wear purple from head to toe, wear purple from head to toe. Be yourself, guys. Have you ever seen Msaki? We were just talking about her, how weird and odd she is, but look how successful she is. And we love that about her. We love her oddness. We love her uniqueness. So get to know yourself and be yourself. When it comes to fighting imposter syndrome, that's a bit of a difficult one. I think it's also quite hard because of the type of society that we live in. We're constantly comparing ourselves to people that we see on social media, people whom we assume are doing better, but we're all fighting our battles, like I said. But I think one advice that I can do, what works for me is the word of God, reciting it, confessing it. God says that I'm the head and not the tail. God says that my gifts will bring me before great men. God says that I am above a victory. I'm more than a conqueror. God says that he has plans to prosper me, plans to give me hope and a future. God says that he's anointed me from my head to my toes. God says my cup overflows. So that's how I encourage myself. If you're not spiritual, which I highly recommend that you become, you can always just have your daily affirmations. Guys, you know the power of words. The more you say something, the more you start to believe that, more it becomes real. And also, imposter syndrome comes with while you're doing something. So I think the best way to alleviate it is to continue doing what you're doing. Because guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, every time I pull out my phone to start a vlog or a video, ndiba nervous. I shake in my boots. From Zara. I don't even want to lie to you because it's not easy putting yourself out there. But then I reassure myself I'm good at this. I'm talented. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And I do it. So after. When it comes to balancing work and play, I highly recommend, guys, that you treat yourself to something nice once a week. You know, it doesn't have to be an outing at the daily. It doesn't have to be a bag. It doesn't have to be earrings. For me, it is earrings and shoes and bags. But it can be something as simple as just staying in bed for longer than you are supposed to. It can be something as simple as going for a walk. It could be something as simple as getting in bed and watching Netflix. Guys, honestly, I know I go out a lot. I know I do a lot of things, but some of the best time that I can recount in my life is sitting in bed watching a series, like a really gripping, interesting series. Like last week, Nelly and I were watching Manifest. It was the best time of my life, really. So your definition of play doesn't necessarily have to be groove and all of that. I think also it's very important, like I said, get to know yourself. Get to know what you really genuinely enjoy. Like, guys, I enjoy lunching. I enjoy watching TV. I enjoy lounging. I enjoy shopping. I don't really enjoy a groove. Once in a blue moon, it's nice. But it's nice for like 3 hours. After that, it's like, what the hell are we doing here? When are we going home? Literally. So get to know yourself, know what you really like, because I think skathini samanje sonke sifuna ukuphuza i-strawberries, sifuna ukuphuza iveve, leso sikhathi uyithanda i-Hunter's Gold, uyithanda i-Flying Fish. Now you have to go and drink i-strawberries because that's what's trending. So yeah, I've also realized that I don't really like alcohol much, so that's also going to be something that I'm considering cutting out of my diet. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't know who this is from because it just says Instagram user. It says, what is the hardest thing about being an influencer or a YouTuber. Being in the public eye, guys, it's not easy. It's not easy. People talk, people analyze, people try to figure out if you share or you don't, whether you share or you don't share. The fact that, you know, like just being in the public eye, guys, is difficult. And also, I've actually developed a little bit, just a little, I'm overcoming it. I've realized that I'm getting so much better. I developed a little bit of social anxiety because when I get to a place, especially here in my hometown, because it's such a small town and there are quite a few people who watch my channel. So when I get to a public space, I get nervous. Like I feel the need to greet everyone, which is impossible. I feel the need to be proper, pretty, to be okay, so that if ever a member of the squad sees me, I'm okay. You know, I get social anxiety because I remember this one time, almost 3 months ago, this girl greeted me and she was with my sister and she greeted me and I said hi, and it was a very neutral hi because I had a lot on my mind. I remember I was just really preoccupied that day. And Zanele came to me later and she was like, do you know how much that girl loves you? Do you know how much she watches your channel? Every time I see her, she talks about you. The whole time she asks about you. And it gave me so much anxiety because I love people who support me. Obviously, I want to give you guys the love back. Generally, you guys watching me, you guys recognize my face. I don't recognize yours because your pictures on the comment sections are this tiny. So I get social anxiety. What if someone makes eye contact with me, I instantly freak out. I instantly feel the need to greet, and when I don't greet, I feel so bad about myself because I'm like, what if that is a member of my squad and they feel like I'm mean or something like that? So that's definitely the difficult part for me. And also having my life scrutinized. I haven't had a lot of people scrutinize my life to my face. Some have scrutinized my life via DMs. Some have had an opinion about my life, who I date, where I go, what I wear. It's hectic. So those are the shortfalls. But honestly, so far on my journey, I've had way more positive than I have had negative. Right, the last question, I think I've covered all of them. Some of them have been repetitive. I feel like I've already covered. So sorry if I did not mention your name. But the last question is also from Tandem Simango. And she says, when are we getting a story time? Guys, you're getting a story time very soon. I was actually thinking about something that happened in my childhood. Kind of sad, but also quite funny, that I want to share with you guys. So comment down below if you want to hear my sad but funny childhood story. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much guys for participating in my Q&A. If you want me to answer more questions, please do shoot me DMs or comment down below and say please do another Q&A. I actually did this Q&A actually had an advice portion. Only one person asked for advice, so I feel like maybe let's save that for another video. I think I will do a poll after I put this video up. I will do another poll asking you guys to ask me for advice, whether it be business, love, money. I don't think I have a lot of good advice when it comes to love, but I can just give you advice based on the things that I've seen on TV. Friendship, makeup, clothing, influencing, all of that. Anything that I didn't answer or didn't give a clue about today, definitely would love to do that for you guys. So comment down below if you want an Ask Sister B type of a video. I would really love to do that for you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one.